All right, this is Calibos, and we are playing Stoneblock 2. Um, I was having a little bit of trouble before, and I think that I've fixed it. In the meanwhile, this is finished. We've gotten our first singularity, and we'll take care of that. Let me show you a little bit about other things that I have done. So I put a room over here, and you'll notice that it conveniently cuts into the stairs. Not so good, I guess, but here we are. It's there. You'll also notice, or maybe you did, but I have put these 4 dense cables up and into the ceiling, and then they come out on this side. So this is the one that is like dog-legged on the outside over here. And then of course this one's far right, and then I'll just the rest of them. So let me show you exactly what let's show you exactly what are about here. The quantum things. Also, I did a little bit of fiddling around, and we can now make the dense energy cells without too much trouble. There's a weird thing. So I don't know. I did a bunch of off-camera things. Let's make some TNT. Dynamite. Make the tiny TNT though because I can. Lever. And we need one of these. We're actually going to need more than one. I'll show you why we're making the first place in a second. So let's put this down. Our lever down. And then our singularity. Singularity also needs, what is it, ender powder? Dust. I don't know why it does it the way that it does. We basically grind an ender pearl into 9 dust, and then 9 powder, and then put that together into dust. That is how this works. Gosh. And we blow it up. Boom. Now we have a quantum entangled singularity. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and put one of them in here. And then we're going to go honor. Alright. Now we're going to go up here. We're going to put this in here. So if you were watching the end of the last episode that I was able to record, you'll notice that this is new. And this part here wasn't actually able to, like, when I put the peer-to-peer tunnel in here, nothing was connecting. So I fiddled around with it, and then I remembered that up there I have another peer-to-peer tunnel. So you can't put a peer-to-peer tunnel coming out of a peer-to-peer tunnel. Something about network bandwidth issues, stuff like that. So what I did was I set this link chamber here, and so this counts as a direct link. So we don't have to worry about it. And this is the output of the peer-to-peer tunnel that's right over there. And then this one won't need one. So I'm not really worried about it. So we're just going to bring this down. Slowly descend via jetpack. So at this point I have turned off. Oh, that's like anvils. I've turned off the back is going over. Mob griefing. And I did that when I was like killing a million withers. So, whatever. And I'm just going to leave it off because while there, while I can use this same method to make them, it requires making a drop chamber. So basically we would assemble the wither up there and then have a tube for it to drop down while it was doing the hit points. Kind of like a big Florence flask or something like that, which is like a narrow tube bottle with a giant round bubble on it. Guy who invented it named it after his wife Florence. Theoretically, it reminded him of her shape. Whatever, but lives forever. Anyway, so because we have mob griefing on, we don't have to do that, and I'm kind of glad. And so now that this is hooked up to the thing, we have a lot of black banners. So we have Wi-Fi access down there, but what we really need are annihilation planes. Just need one, but we're going to set up the recipe for it. And then we need formation planes as well. Now I'm really hoping that this works, because when you have AE2 stuff in the pack, the annihilation planes and the creation planes don't always work. That's kind of annoying. By kind of, I mean really. So we're actually going to need 7 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then we'll need 1 of these. So the way that I set this up is kind of dumb. I guess it works, so it's not dumb, but there are probably more convenient ways of doing it. So up here. Hold on. My apologies. Went to a place today that I am. We'll place our formation planes like so. Then we're going to need 1 annihilation plane here. I'm going to pick this up. And we're going to make a chest. I'm going to make a small, what are they called? Making a small subnetwork here, mostly because I can. So we're going to need 1 dense energy cell to help power the network. We're going to need not a matter condenser. I remember what they're called. I have in here. the swirly looking things based on. That in applied energy. That's what it is. Spatial pylon. I don't know what they're called. Okay, so we're gonna run up like this. Gonna hop upstairs and see what it's called. Controller. Not have a recipe for controllers in. Huh. There it is. Apparently we have it. Yes, we do. But we're going to need one controller. And the reason we're going to need one controller is our mini network there is going to have just one too many channels. Specifically, it has that many channels because of want to set it up that way, I guess. Set a controller up above the ground here, so dirt controller run anchors. That yes, we could probably. So as long as the this will. So nothing is coming off. Dated. All right, so now we need our cell. Amusingly, although it doesn't take RF, as soon as we hold it, it auto charges. How's that for funny? Pop that in there. Scepter. Pop that there. Flux point. So yeah, when I was mucking around trying to figure out why the network wasn't powering up, it occurred to me that I basically did a large chunk of my power wrong. So, there we go, right? That's 8 channels, so we need to pull one off here, our chest down. Actually, our chest needs. And then we're going to move this smart cable. And we're going to need a storage bus. Our storage. Hope this works. Going to interface. So interface, and it should channel up in just a second. Right. I'm going to say storage bus here. Now this interface, we're going to tell it works. Forgot about that. Okay. Let me explain to you what just happened. So what it's doing is this is constantly removing stuff, and this is constantly placing stuff. And that's fine. We want it to do that. This is expected and or desired behavior, which are pretty much the same thing. So we're going to change the behavior on this ME interface to not push crafting items if inventory contains items, right? Then from here, we're going to take some feather and we're going to go place soul sand, place soul sand, soul sand, place soul. And then we're going to tell it skeleton skulls. Those, place them. So the purpose of this annihilation plane is specifically to destroy the skull here so that this plane can replace it. And the reason for that is the skulls have to be placed last, and this ensures that the skull is placed last. Alright, so our next step here is to go ahead and make make it so that we can kill the wither that spawned. Seems to me like it would be an excellent choice, and hopefully if we've done this right, wow, that's annoying. I'm also going to tell you that the drop method is superior for this reason, because I have concerns about the wither phasing through the roof in here. That could be awkward. A grinder. I'm going to go for this one. Diamond sword. Furnace. Mob grinder. Alright. So this mob grinder is pretty cool. I think this is the lethal end. And when you're talking about mob grinders, it is a really good idea to know which end. Didn't tell you why. our entire goal with this, and it is in fact killing withers in the other room because we have reduced the number of skeleton skulls. I guess we can go look to verify. Gone up to 512. Yeah, working on it. Move this. Give it power, and I think it ejects contents out the back. Put a chest. Playing. Man, I am building nonsense. Light that up. Having problems. Get a chest. Ink. I really hope that this works first time. That would be I was doing at that point. All right. So get a duct. Point. More power. We'll put it. Mob grinder has power. So now we're going to run upstairs and we're going to make a pattern. So nether star. We have 9. Oh, it's auto making them now. Awesome. So we're going to lie to the system. I mean, it's not exactly going to. We're going to tell it that if we have soul sand and wither skulls, that is equal to a nether star. Now, the problem with this recipe is not that it doesn't work. The problem with this recipe, we already have a recipe for another star in auto crafting. So, we are going to run into the system not knowing which one to make. So I'm going to pull this one out. And we're going to head back down to our mob spawner. And remember, this is the, that's this one. We're going to tell it. Now, I have no idea if this is not. It's channel 8. So this is what I was talking about, where I wasn't sure whether the planes would work. And should work. Placing soul sand. Yeah, I've used this before, and it should work. You saw the thing with the dirt, so I do not know. But I will work out another method, but like I said, kind of just so yes, I hope you liked this episode. If you did, leave me a like. If you didn't, don't. Questions, comments, concerns, they can all go below. On. At least it's up, right? Not placing them. So we'll work on that. But I hope you liked it. If you did, leave me a like. If you didn't, don't. Questions, comments, concerns, they can all go below. You know, workaround for why this doesn't work with AE2 stuff, that would be handy. Configuration change or something. Meanwhile, I might actually end up going with block placers, and we'll try that out. So, yep, have a good night.